We have a child. Hi everyone, welcome back to IC's Fantasy.
Hope you guys miss us. It's been a while.
Yeah, we want to share the whole experience, from deliver the baby and until how we are now.
Yeah.
The first thing we are going to share with you is how the natural delivery went.
Actually, I would say it's one of the crazy things to experience with because you have nothing to expect.
Yeah.
You don't ever know because at the end of the day, the hospital or the situation will decide itself.
In China, after 41 weeks, the baby not yet come, they will ask you to go to the hospital and they will use some medical way to make you give birth.
Yeah. Like normal some other country, they can reach 41 and 42. So we were like, we can still wait for some more days. We don't need to force. It's better the baby come out naturally.
Me, after 40 weeks, I haven't
feel anything yet.
Yeah.
The hospital called us like, oh, you guys are the due date already arrived, so you guys should go to the hospital.
The first day, it's just spent normally. They just did some checking, so the first night just went peacefully. The second,
it's not peaceful actually. Can't sleep.
Oh yeah.
And I don't have where to sleep, but for the first night I had
you
to
slept
sleep from your side.
Yeah. And the second day, the doctor decided to put some medicine.
Feel out to ease the process so that the woman can give birth.
Yeah. And after I put that medicine, after 2 hours, my body very quickly, very sensitive to the medicine. And then I started to have regular, you can feel the hurt, maybe 10 minutes once. In the afternoon, the water broke by itself. The doctor came to take me upstairs. And during this process, there is one issue because language communication issue. He need to follow the doctors very tight so he won't be lost.
Too much confident. Of course, you gotta be a man, I don't want to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm there to support you, to have so much power and energy to do the work very well. So I'm telling her everything I can handle, but in my mind I have to follow every single step in case I miss a step. When I'm asking some explanation from the nurses, maybe there could be some misunderstanding. So I don't want that kind of things to happen. Somehow I missed you. And when I come back, I couldn't find you. And when I entered the 7th floor, and they're like, oh, where is this person coming from? Because to enter the rooms, you need a card. And me, I just entered. There was one guy on the door, holding the door, and then just entered. The nurses are like, oh, how this difference is going?
Yeah.
And I'm like, my wife is here, blah, blah, blah. And then they show me the process. And then they show me where you are.
Yeah, and you have to change the clothes.
Yeah, and I had to change the clothes, and I'm like, what? So does it mean now it's time?
It's time to deliver.
And kind of I start being nervous, But again, I cannot show her how nervous I am. I have to be,
Yeah, because when I see you in the clothes of the nurse, I was like, you are really ready. Actually, the room we're in is still a waiting room. Until you started to open the, I don't know how to call that, around already during the night, 8 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
8 to 7, whatever. That time I already finished my dinner, and you haven't.
I haven't ate yet.
Good.
I did order the food, but it was too late. So the time I'm eating, your timing of giving birth just arrived. So now,
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I had to stop eating, put the food there, and then we just take you to the delivery room.
The most hard, the most hard time for me, during the whole delivery process is the time when the hurt come, before it's fully open, before the vagina is fully open. It's from 0 to 2 because they need to open until 10. That's the time. the delivery process like officially started. But during the time we were waiting, it's very hard to explain like this kind of hurt. Like you cannot compare them with other hurt. It's just like one wave after another, and one by one, like the timing is like become shorter and shorter, and you have no time to react, and you don't know how to ease that pain. And the nurse told you to like adjust your breathe, and maybe like take a deep breath. But like in practice, it's really doesn't really help as much as you could think. And
you did a great job. I was so proud of you.
Thank you.
You did save the energy a lot.
Luckily, before turning to 12 o'clock, my body is like ready.
Already reacted to the situation, like ready.
Yeah. So the last step come, and we again switch to another room, delivery room.
That's the delivery room. And it didn't like happen instant. So we did go to the delivery room. We stayed there like around more than like an hour, like between 1 to 2 hours.
Because we need to wait from 3.5 to 10.
Yeah, until like, yeah.
And that time, like the doctor said, you can eat something. Now the food started function.
Yeah, and it's good things because the hospital got like most of the thing you need. So you just and I had food which I already didn't finish. So we didn't even know we need it later, you know.
Yeah.
While we are in the delivery room, I give her. So I just went to heat the food and then bring to the.
You know what?
To eat.
The pizza really doesn't taste good.
I feel like it's because there were so many things in your mind. Enjoy the pizza, but I also couldn't enjoy like really well because I was worrying too much. You know what I mean? Like I also had that kind of things, worrying, sleepless nights. You know, not really enjoying, but I feel like it was okay.
During the time I deliver, I can just say we met a very good doctor.
Yeah,
Miss
Lee. She's very kind.
It's just like everything you need to follow the doctor.
Yeah.
I could.
And also, she could see like sometimes like you're about to run out of power, and she did ask me like hold your back and help her like. Yeah. Kinda.
After several push, like I can feel the baby's head come out, and then after that the legs, and all of a sudden all the body come out, and with the water flow outside. So that's the time I know I made it. It's like suddenly you made a human. That's
too much
very,
emotion.
Yeah, amazing experience, like amazing feeling.
And it was the first time we met our boy.
Yeah, the doctor was holding the baby to put on my chest,
on your chest.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, here is your baby. He's a boy. Now you can meet him and then just put on your chest."
Yeah, and the baby is very heavy.
And stayed there for a little longer. Stayed there like 5 minutes. Hello, 小宝贝，看他吃东西。
小宝贝出来了。
出来啦，很开心啊，妈妈也很开心啊。
对。
都开心啊。
I feel like all the delivery is a cooperation, like me and you and the baby and the doctor, like 4 people
you need to
together.
Have like it's like a cooperation.
Yes.
Like everyone have to do its own job and
including the baby as well.
Including the baby, yeah. Like that cooperation, as long as it works, everything goes smooth.
Then I started my first breastfeeding. The baby seems like it's their natural behavior.
Yeah.
They just know how to find where the breast is and then start to, take out the milk.
But they haven't no milk yet.
No milk yet. Practice. I believe so.
It's like a practice. No milk yet.
Yeah. After that, we just stay in the hospital for 1 more days, and the second day, like at noon, we are ready to go back home.
Before than anyone else we meet in the hospital that time.
Yeah, because I deliver by natural and the baby is okay and there's no more hurting. So after they checked everything, it's reached the standard and then they just leave you. home. Yeah. And the second part, now we really came back home, and we are going to face the real challenge without the doctor. With the first night we three slept on the same bed.
Yeah.
It's like now we are really feeling we are parents now.
Yeah.
How do you feel that time?
You know, like the first thing I feel like you're amazing, you know.
Thank you.
I feel like during all the pregnant months, and then we were able to meet our son, like being together on the same bed. I would only feel like all the time in my mind was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I don't even have any other words I could say. You remember? It's just like I'm proud of you. Like every day, every single hour.
Yeah.
Too much emotion. I couldn't cry. I couldn't have tears fall down, but my emotions was already like far away. You know, because like all the process from the hospital, it's just me and you. So you got no barriers around to whatever. But I was lucky. Your sister came here during one day in the hospital. She had to stay in the hospital, and then I had time to go out to check something and maybe bring you the porridge and some fruits. When we are home, now during that time of facing the reality, but the good side of Ray, our boy, he doesn't cry much.
Yeah, he's good behavior.
He was a good behavior. So we were together during our first night. There was no much challenge actually.
Yeah, auntie we hired just arrived immediately. Like she will stay us for 1 month.
And then as new parents, you know nothing.
Yeah, and in Chinese like tradition, there's one thing pop out. We have like 6 weeks, like stay at home.
Called YueZi.
Yeah. It's like there are some forbidden things during these 42 days. For example, you cannot touch like cold water.
The thing like which was shocking about this one, YueZi, which shocking to me is because I was thinking in my mind like I never saw it back home in Rwanda.
But women did take some sleeps, some rest.
Then we have a rest, and then we have someone taking care of them.
But not like...
And during the first 2 weeks, normally in Rwanda, we will give the name to the baby, and then we invite some people, like some closer friends. But during this time here in China,
it's kind of
like only you, your baby, around. Nobody else wanna just come
like the parents who are going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Also.
Not like any other like outside of people need to come home. It will disturb because the baby only like breastfeed like 2 to 3 hours, and then after that is sleep. Because I was asking myself why back home it wasn't like that. So how did they handle like that?
Arranged a photo shoot for the kid. There will be a group of people just take some pictures for him, just for memory.
It's very good. I never had one, so I feel like it's very important.
Yeah,
and when you're organized, I have no clue.
I know you don't know. Then there are still several things we will need to do. Like after 1 month, we will need to take the baby to do the vaccine again. We will need to go outside and also like check.
Some physical check also.
The whole process, there are also some challenges. The biggest one from my side is after 2 or 3 weeks you need to wake up and you couldn't not sleep the whole night. So even the time I'm recording this video, I'm still like feel sleepy and a little bit headache. But I think it just like lasts for a short time because it's a baby.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Everything.
He will grow up.
Yeah, everything is for a reason.
He won't trouble you like that. How about you? Do you feel any challenge?
Yeah, I would say like there is
the biggest one.
There is challenge. Maybe the biggest one. The biggest challenge to me, I would say, haven't come yet. Those challenge, I consider them like to me as not that big challenge, So I
it's
feel
like
like
you have to do.
it's because I feel like I have to do. So I don't consider them as a big challenge. However, I still have my big challenge ahead because now he is 2 weeks old. So
2 weeks old. 2 weeks old.
Yeah, until he become in his 18, until he go to start living on his own, it's all about me. So I feel like those are the big challenge to me. Yeah.
That third part, we would like to say something about how we feel after the whole process, and also what we want to wish to our kid.
With the whole experience from day one, it was like emotional. Luckily for my side, I had that chance to experience all the process. You know what I mean? Like so I was with you 9 months during the pregnancy, and then also during the delivery, I was with her like all the time. So during all that process, I could see like why I love you so much, and like also why she really need my support. Without experiencing that, there would be something lost into your relationship, especially for like Ray. When he grow up becoming a man, he also can like see and listen like how the mother really take care of her during the whole pregnancy. And the second things about that is that it's also remind me about my own mother as well. So I feel like really mother, they go through a lot of things, you know. Yeah.
I really agree with you. Now we are also parents. Before we become parents, like you are not really understanding your parents that much, because you cannot think the same way as a parent.
Yeah.
So after you become a parent, you have your own kid, you just want to give him everything. You want to give this baby, give this person the best thing you ever have, you ever could. Like during the whole process, my mom also like cared me so much. He always called me, and then he will send a lot of food to our place.
Thank you to your mom.
Big respect to every single mom in the world. There are something we would like to say to our baby son. Like the first night when we slept together, when the time I look at him, that time he could do nothing. Like anything he needs to do, he all needs your help. So you're the only person he can ask help for. Just look at the way, the moment he is. I just feel like I don't wish anything big to him. I just wish he could just grow up safely and healthy.
Yeah.
What do you wish to your son?
I mean, it's same thing, healthy.
That's all for our today's topic.
Very good.
Yeah.
And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You also knew that. And thank you all for the blessing you give to us.
Thank you so much.
And hope to see you in the next video.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.